Hey, what's up, traders? Everybody's super interested in this $1,000 challenge that I'm about to start. I've had so many questions, and I always get so many questions regarding this stuff every time that I do a challenge. So I've decided to compile a list of FAQs. I've got the top 10 questions right here that are asked, and I'm going to spend the time right now answering each one of those questions. So question number one is this: how can I follow along during the challenge? If you are an upgraded member within the Discord server, if you have access to the day trade watch list, if you have access to the main chat channel, you have access to the 1K challenge for 2023. Okay. All you have to do is just be an upgraded member within the Discord server. Being in the Discord server but not being an upgraded member is not enough. You're going to have to upgrade if you're wanting to participate, and if you're wanting to get the trades and everything that's going to be called out and taken. Question number two: will you be notifying entries and exits? The answer is yes, absolutely. You will know my exact entry. You will know my exact exit every single day. If you've looked back at previous challenges, this is the 1K to Sports Car 2022 challenge that I ran last year. I mention every single trade in detail to include the entries and the exits, every trade of the day, and I even provide a chart so that you can look at trade one was SPY long, so you're going to click on SPY, you can see the entry with the blue arrow and then the exit with the yellow arrow, and I talk about why I take the entry where I did and why I take the exit where I did. But if you're an upgraded member within the Discord server, the trades will actually be posted in real time in the alert room. So they're going to be posted in the main chat, but also in the alert room as well. Same time. I've got a command that my bot will follow so that whenever I do post in the main chat, those posts automatically get posted in the alert room so that nothing gets drowned out, right? If you're just in the alert room, the only one that can type here or send things here is me. Next question: will you disclose the position size being used or the capital amount being used for each trade? The answer is no, I will not. I want to leave the risk management totally up to you. And there's a lot of reasons why I don't want to disclose that information. For one, it doesn't help you at all. How much capital I use or how many contracts that I buy does not benefit you in any way. If anything, it can be misleading, because if you're that brand new trader just starting out trading and you only have $1,000 to trade with, you're on step one of your trading journey with a very limited amount of capital. Whereas you're trying to follow somebody that's on step 5 or on step 10 of their trading journey who has more than $1,000 capital to trade with, and is experienced and mastered their system. All right. So if you see somebody on step 5 or step 10 calling out a trade with an X amount of position size, you may feel inclined to take that same position sizing, even though it may not be something that you're comfortable with. You may have never traded with a full $1,000 before on a position, or when the account grows, maybe you've never traded with a $5,000 position size before. So the last thing that I would want to do is lead traders into trading with more capital size and assuming more risk than what they're comfortable with and than what they've ever done before. So for that reason, the risk management part, the amount of capital that you use or the amount of contracts that you buy, totally up to you. That is totally up to you. Next question: will you be trading live? Yes, I will. So every Tuesday and Thursday in the Discord server, I do trade live. That is going to continue for the duration of the challenge. To join the live trading, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom left side of the Discord server. You're going to see voice channels, and the arena is posted right here. That is where we will be trading live Tuesdays and Thursdays. The only exception being on a short week, we may trade live Wednesday and Thursday, but it will always be announced. So yes, we will be trading live at a minimum 2 days a week. Next question: will you be following risk management strategies? Yes and no. the reason why I say yes and no is because I'm not going to just be YOLOing this account into any trade. That is not what I'm going to be doing. So I will be managing risk to an extent. However, I will not be following traditional risk management strategies. A traditional risk management strategy looks something like this. You never want to use more than 10% of your portfolio on any one trade, any given trade. With $1,000, being at the level of trading that I'm at, being comfortable with position sizing much larger than $1,000, there may be times where I use 30, 40, 50% of my portfolio on a trade if the setup is really high probability. All right. So I will be managing my risk, absolutely, but I will not be just YOLOing into trades. Will you be using your entire portfolio on every trade? No, I won't. The answer is no. I will not be full porting the portfolio. First of all, one bad trade doing something like that is going to just destroy the challenge, and probably, that could set you back months. We even run the risk at that point of blowing the whole account and blowing the whole challenge. Not going to happen. Sometimes, and like as the account grows, maybe we get it up to like $20,000, $30,000 to start taking positions with that amount of capital, depending on the stock. Sometimes you run into liquidity issues. You experience a lot of slippage. You may not get filled on your entire position, both on the buy side and on the sell side, unless you're trying to market buy. And then, like I said, if you're market buying with that size, then you encounter slippage. So no, I will not be using my entire portfolio on every single trade. At some point, I do plan to just kind of level out and start using a consistent amount of capital. That'll probably be somewhere around $5,000 and $10,000 per trade, depending on the day, depending on the setup, depending on market sentiment. Next question, number 7. What is your end goal? So previously, when I've ran challenges before, we had the 5K to 25K, and then we just decided to keep going with that and turn 25K to 50K, and then turn 50K to 100K, and we ended it there once we hit 100K. Then the following year, my goal was to buy an Audi R8. We did not wind up getting to that point because a property came across my desk. So instead of buying the Audi, we wound up buying a duplex. For this challenge, there is no end goal. It's the beginning of the year. I don't have anything right now on my plate that that I'm trying to work towards. Am I going to go for the Audi R8 again? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how far we get. But I may also want to do something where we run the challenge up to, I don't know, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, and then restart. Because why not, right? Who knows? I have no end goal for this challenge. So I think we're just going to run it until I feel like stopping, and we'll see how far we get. When are you going to start the challenge? Okay, so the tentative date to start the challenge was actually on the 17th of January, 2023, following the break after MLK Day, because market is closed on the 16th. However, I want to, because I know that's a banking holiday, and people are going to be joining the server with funds that are not settled yet from today's trading day. So that being said, I don't think I'm going to start on the 17th, maybe on the 18th, maybe on the 19th, but it will be someday next week. So not the 17th, probably 18th or 19th, depending. Next question, how are you day trading every day with only $1,000 capital? The big question, right? How am I getting around the PDT rule? So if you have a cash account, you can day trade options every single day, as many times as you want, and then you just have to wait on your funds to settle. When you trade options, it's next day settlement, right? So I can make 15 day trades up to my portfolio size, which, let's say I'm starting with 1,000, I can make 15 day trades using up to $1,000 capital. And then once I use that $1,000 capital for the day, I'm out of day trades. I can't trade anymore until the start of the next trading day. So by using a cash account and day trading options, I'm able to bypass the PDT rule. Next question, and the final one. Will you be paying yourself during the challenge? Probably not. I probably will not be paying myself. I think I'm going to do what I did in the previous challenges, which is just compound it. Just keep growing that account, and we'll see how far we get. By the way, I want to point this out. One last thing. Question number 6 asking, will you be using your entire portfolio on every trade? I'm going to do something like this where I didn't use my entire portfolio on the 5K to 100K challenge. And you can tell that I didn't because this curve would be exponential if I were. Like the gains would constantly be growing and growing and growing, but they're a lot more linear across this graph here, which means that I was basically leveling out at this point during this challenge. I was using a similar amount of capital every day and then trying to net the same amount of gains each and every day. And that's why this chart looks much more linear than exponential. So no, I won't be using the entire portfolio. Again, you just kind of run into liquidity issues. I'm excited to start the challenge though. I'm excited to show you all that this system that I trade, it really does work. You just need to master the rules and trade with discipline. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy. I'm not going to be making insane gains. It's going to be something that probably takes, who knows, 3, 4, 5 months to get to somewhere significant, but you're going to see the entire process. So I'm hoping that this not only inspires some of you, but also proves that you don't need to be looking to get rich quick, $30, $40, $50 a day, $100, $200 a day, $500, $600 a day. It adds up. It adds up. So it's not necessarily about how fast you can make a lot of money. It's how much money can you keep over the period of 6 months. Okay. All right. If you have any other questions for me, let me know, but I'm hoping that this answers pretty much everything. So thank you for your time. Excited to start the challenge, and I'll see you all next week. Take care.